Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another episode of Shop or Stop! Yay, that worked really well. Alright, so in today's video we are going to be doing another, I guess, close-up look at all of the 2018 holiday releases and talking about whether or not they are worth our hard-earned dollar. So, yeah, if this sounds like a video you guys might be interested in, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I am just going to mention that I did film part 1 to this series last week, so I will just quickly throw that up in the cards for you guys to check out if you would like to see part 1 to this series. Otherwise, let's just get straight into it. Alrighty, so the first items that we're going to be talking about are from Kat Von D. Okay, I'm just going to throw it up. So we've got the Fetish eyeshadow palette right here. This, to me, is probably one of the most disappointing releases, products that I can see that has come out thus far for the Christmas release of this year. I am so uninspired by this. To me, honestly, I feel like this is just a quick cash grab. That's truly how I feel about it. I don't see the thought or effort or anything that honestly has really gone into this. You know, you look at the swatches, and as you guys can see, you know, we're seeing a lot of grey. We're seeing the odd shimmer, which is again giving off a lot of grey, and then you have the odd pop of colour with, you know, the yellow and the random, what is it, purple shade in there. I just don't understand. I'm so uninspired by this. I think the layout is terrible. I think the design of this palette is really bad. And why I guess I feel so passionate and annoyed and upset about it is because, you know, I don't understand how you go from creating something like this. I don't understand how you go from this. This was last year's release. How do you go from this to the Fetish palette? Like, it makes absolutely no sense to me. The colors in this are absolutely to die for. I think they're beautiful. I think the design of this palette is just fantastic. You know, even if you're somebody who's wanting to keep this just to be as part of your collection, I can completely understand why you would want to go ahead and do that. The quality of the shadows in this palette I found to be really, really nice as well. You know, so that was last year's release. We've got this year's release for her 10-year anniversary palette. So, you know, again, the color story in this looks beautiful. So many different options that you have here. Again, the overall design of the palette is really, really nice to look at. A lot of thought and effort, as clearly, has gone into the design of this one as well. You know, even going back to 2 years ago, you've got her metal mattes palette, which was this one here. So again, the layout of this was really, really nice. The colors in here were really amazing. I really enjoyed, I still get a lot of use out of this. I still really enjoy using it. And, you know, like, I just don't understand how you go from all of that to this. Please, someone explain that to me. Feel free to sound off in the comment section down below, because yeah, I'm so disappointed by it overall. The next item that we have from her is, again, to go, I guess, with the eyeshadow palette, is this Fetish cheek and highlight palette, or blush and highlight palette. The colours overall, yes, they look nice. I'm not a massive fan of a Metal Crush highlighting formula. For me, it's a little bit too chunky, so I probably won't, like, I won't be picking it up. I don't, aesthetically, it just doesn't look very pleasing to me, the layout of this palette, the design of it. I'm just very, very disappointed by this collection overall. She's also releasing 4 liquid lips. 3 of the colours I think already do exist. I'll put somewhere up here if that is correct. And then she's got this blackish sort of liquid lip color that's coming out that I would never ever wear. So yeah, overall, Kat Von D 2018 collection, hard pass for me. Yeah, I won't be buying any of it. So they're my negative Nancy thoughts on that collection. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about Becca. Okay, so I am quite excited by Becca's releases this year. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the eyeshadow palette. So this one here is called the Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette. It retails for $46. By the way, all the prices that I'm listing right now are not Australian, in Australian dollars, they're all in American dollars. So just a quick disclaimer there. So yeah, the Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette does look really, really nice. I'm quite enjoying the packaging on the outside. I think it looks really, really pretty. When I first, I'm not gonna lie, when I very first saw this palette, like the inside of it, I was initially I was honestly initially quite disappointed, not gonna lie. I just, you know, I don't know what it was. I was expecting something else. But then I saw the swatches that I will hopefully have up here for you to show. And I thought, when I saw the swatches, I thought, no, this actually is looking more like something, you know, I'm potentially going to be really interested in buying. So I think at this stage, I definitely want to swatch it in store just to see, you know, have a better look at the colors, because I think, you know, when you look at things online versus when you get in store and have a bit of a play in a swatch and see how they feel, you know, I really do think that they can play with your decision making. So, yeah, I think that this is definitely something I probably will end up picking up. I do see a few shades in here that look a little bit duochromy. I'm hoping that is the case, because I really, really do enjoy, you know, duochrome sort of shadows. So yeah, very, very much interested in this. I probably will end up picking this one up if I'm being very honest with you. Okay, so the next thing we can see from Becca is their Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter Mini Macaroon set. So this is something I am very, very interested in picking up, because believe it or not, I don't actually own any of the individual pressed highlighters from Becca. So the only highlighters from Becca that I own is actually this guy right here. So I don't know, it's hard to show you because of how reflective this palette is, but this was last year's palette that they released for the holiday collection. Absolutely stunning palette. I'll just show you what it looks like on the inside. So I was really, really drawn to this just from the packaging alone, to be honest. And obviously the inside, the shades I was really, really happy to get, because it was a really decent mix. You know, and you can mix these up, you know, you don't, obviously the really deeper bronzy colors are not something I would use as a highlight, but definitely I would use them as an eyeshadow. So I was really, really happy to pick that one up, but I am actually curious to see whether we're going to have any double ups in this. So let me just have a look and I will tell you. So what you get in this year's collection is you get a mini opal, which is a neutral white gold with soft pink pearl. You get vanilla quartz, which is a light gold infused with pink pearl. You get rose quartz, which is a natural, a neutral pale pink with soft gold pearl. And you also get prismatic amethyst, which is a pale lavender with gold and violet and rose duochrome pearls. So all of those sound absolutely beautiful. So just to refer back to last year's palette, the only one that you, or the only two shades that you have in here were opal and rose quartz. So if you did have last year's palette, opal and rose quartz are in this palette, but obviously you can tell by the size difference. Obviously it is a little bit different to what they're releasing this year. So this is definitely something that I probably will end up going and picking up, because I really like the idea of having the individual highlighters, highlight colors. And I like the fact that they're mini. You know, I think a lot of the time you go ahead and you pick up these massive well, I don't know about you, but me, I certainly do. You go and, just as an example, Jeffree Star, you go and pick up an individual highlight and they're just so big. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love Princess Cut, but it is massive and I'm just never going to get through it all, I don't believe. So yeah, I really appreciate the idea of having them, you know, in the minis, because I do think that they're going to be a lot more user-friendly, especially when it comes to travel and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that one is retailing for $40 for the set, and I think I will definitely be going ahead and picking that one up. All right, so the next item that we have is a full-size highlighter. It's a Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed highlighter in Gold Lava. Now this looks absolutely beautiful from the packaging just to the inside and the press that they've got in it. It does look stunning. This personally for me is probably not something that I'm going to go and pick up, only because I have so many gold highlights as it is. I don't think I need another one, and I think I'm quite content with you know, picking up the quad as I was mentioning earlier. Hey guys, so I did miss these out from my initial video, these glosses, so I just thought I'd quickly include them now. I can tell you right now, the first two shades right here I'll be picking up for sure. I think they look absolutely beautiful. I know I usually like to steer clear of reds, but I think this as a gloss, I'll be able to sheer it out quite nicely and make it look very pretty. I also am in love with this dusty sort of pinky rose color. I think it's absolutely stunning. The last shade, the gold color, I probably will avoid, only because I think I already own this about at least 3 times in my collection over. So I probably will be avoiding that one. And yeah, just to summarize, I will be picking up the highlighter quad, the first 2 glosses that you see here, and most likely the eyeshadow palette from Becca. Alright, so next up we have Marc Jacobs, and there are a number of releases from him this year, starting with On the Dot 3-piece Le Marc Liquid Lip Crayon Collection. So this comprises of 3 liquid lips. Now personally for me, I'm probably going to pass on this just because I'm not into reds, and you know, I just don't see the value. If I'm going to buy a pack of 3 liquid lips and I'm only going to use 2 of them, I don't see the value in it. So me personally, I will be passing on this, but if you are somebody who really does enjoy these berry colors and gets a lot of enjoyment out of wearing reds, I can definitely see the value in this pack. So the next item that we have is in the shape of like a little bonbon, and it is a full size of his mascara along with a mini lipstick. So if you're somebody that really does enjoy his mascara, I do see the value in this, because you know, you get a mini lipstick as well as a bit of a bonus, and I think the formula in them is really nice. So yeah, I probably will end up picking this one up just because I do really enjoy that mascara, and I'm sort of starting to run out. So come around Christmas time, I can definitely see myself picking this pack up. The next item that we have is the Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer. So this looks really interesting to me. It's like a hybrid between the Tantastic and a highlighter, all sort of mixed into one. Now, with this, it's also showing a picture of a brush. So I'm not too sure whether this is something that's going to go together or whether you can buy them separately. I guess we'll have to wait to see. But if it's something that you buy as a set, I probably will end up picking this one up, because I do actually enjoy the quality of Marc Jacobs brushes, me personally. And yeah, I can see myself using this highlighter. I think it looks, or this luminizer. Yeah, I think it looks really beautiful, and I am very interested in that. I probably would like to swatch it. However, I know it's one of those things that I think if I hold out, get into store to swatch it, by the time I do all of that, it'll probably all be sold out like the Tantastic was. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence with this one. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see, I think. The next item that we have is a High Shine gloss, lip gloss that he's bringing out. This is in a gold sort of sheeny color. Now, me personally, this probably isn't going to be for me. Again, I like more of the peachy sort of pinky glosses. Again, it's just personal preference. I do really enjoy the formula of Marc Jacobs glosses. I do think that they're very nice. So yeah, me personally, I'll be passing on that one. But if you're somebody who really does enjoy a goldy sort of gloss to go, or sheen to go over, you know, whatever lip you might be wearing for the day, then yeah, I do think this would be absolutely beautiful. And then finally we have the Sequins Gleam Glitter Eyeshadow, individual eyeshadows. So to me, these look very similar to the ones that Hourglass has just recently released. Also the Natasha Denona Chrome Pots. So look, I think they look beautiful. I can see there's at least 3 colors here that I'm very, very interested in. That would be the purple color, the reddier kind of color, and also from what I can tell, it looks to be like more of like an iridescent sort of color. So these do look really, really nice. I'm very much wanting to get in store and swatch them and see how they look on my skin before I buy, but yeah, something I'm very, very interested in. Now, this finally, I'm kind of hoping, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen any sneak peeks anywhere, but I really, really hope that he is bringing out another one of the mega palettes. So as you can see, I have 3 of them. I have the original that came out 3 years ago, and it looks something like this, if you haven't seen them before. So for me personally, I really, really enjoy these eyeshadow palettes. I really enjoy his eyeshadow formula as a whole. I think it's progressively gotten better and better and better, the quality of it. And yeah, I get a lot of enjoyment out of these palettes. I definitely see the value in them. It's definitely something, you know, that I think is worth the money. That was 2 years ago, and this was last year's. And again, like, I think the packaging overall has just gotten better and better and better every year. That's what this last year's looked like. By far, this is my favorite one. So yeah, I haven't heard any whispers about it. I haven't seen any sneak peeks from anyone anywhere on these actually. So I don't know whether he's going to bring out another one. I'm really, really hoping that that is the case, because as I said, I get so much enjoyment out of them. And yeah, I really would like to add another one to my collection. So we'll see. But yeah, if you see any coming out and I don't update you guys, I can guarantee you I will definitely be picking it up. And that's it for this video, guys. I will be filming another one as more releases sort of come out, so I will definitely keep this series going. I am definitely enjoying filming it. If you saw anything in this video that you yourself want to pick up, be sure to leave me some comments in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, do be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Mwah! Bye, guys.